Okay, welcome everyone. We've got tonight's lineup: Royal and Kazakh Khanate, and versus Hellheim. It's a 4v4. You can see in the chat, they're saying who's fighting. It's Kazakh Khanate and Royal Empire versus Hellheim. We got Kings, J-Bro, Azamant the Butcher, and Brizza versus Jarl Fluberson, Bear, Naga the Prophet, and Jarl Sladius. So I think Brizza's going to get something. Oh, maybe the lineup switched. We got Johnny the Monkey. So I'm unsure if this is a 4v4, a 5v4, or a 5v5, but... Okay, Johnny's here for moral support, he says. Being honourable. Cool. Love it. Alright. Do it. Get your popcorn out. Popcorn out, lads. This is what the server's all about. This is what it's all for. You can see the numbers are very even. When it comes down to like a 10 to 5 troop difference, you're really just looking at player skill. We got even stacks. It's beautiful to see. Everyone's loading in. Alright, what do we got here? Looks like it's mostly a Fiend. We got Vultures on the Royal side. We've got a lot of Fiends, a lot of Vultures, some Imperials. Oh, that's the edge. Where's this mysterious army? You know they're doing well at the game at putting their army in a good spot when the cameraman can't find the army. Perhaps we'll stay in suspense. We'll approach it from Royal's angle. What are we looking at here? All the troops are moving into position. New battle participants have arrived. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Everyone must just be loading in. Where is the fight? Okay, here we go. This is the reload. Round 2. No? What are we witnessing here? We'll stay with the army that we know we can see. Oh, I see. It's a repositioning. I understand what's going on now. Okay. So that must mean... Ah, there's Hellheim over there. With some nice formations here. The Heim shield's looking strong. Good Cav lineup. And a strong array of fiends in the back. We got some Sturgian spearmen. That's nice to see. Good, strong, sturdy infantry line. So we got a lot of terrain to cover before this battle commences, it seems. Everyone's keeping it... This is a serious battle, by the way. It's not just one that you rush into. Like, there's troops on the line. It's proper PvP. You lose things when you lose. So, and there's a war score, which is a pretty serious thing. So, this is the real deal. This is as real as it gets for online gaming in terms of risk versus reward scaling war. We've got a lone ranger out here. Cav dancing about. Taunting the enemy. Maybe they can bait out some arrows. Who's to say? That's cinema right there. Let's do that a shot again. Oh, see if we can get it from the ground. Oh, look at that. Mighty. So no one wants to force an engage, I think. We may have one more joining. When the stakes are this high, it's serious. So before this battle commences, it's going to be a big deal. Alright, we got the Banner Knights moving into position. Testing the waters. The real veterans of... Oh, okay, so we're gonna... This will be a timeout, and I think they're doing a reset. Okay, the time, everyone's having a chuckle. The timeout and reset. Oh, the warm. Oh, it's actually a proper 5v5 now. It's all good. Getting everyone warmed up, getting the audience warmed up. It's a good thing. Sup TNT, welcome to the stream. Sup bro. Honorable. All right, here we go. This is it. This is the real thing. This is the real thing. This is what it's all about. We've got some real numbers on the board here. Over 500. Over 600. 500 and 200 is 700. We're looking at about 700 on each side. Get sweaty, lads. We're live. Okay, so we're getting into formations. Looks like we've even got some axemen. That's such a cool thing to see on this battlefield. Some line breakers. Love it. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. The forest battles in the forest. And the ice. Got some palace guards and some falksmen. That's really cool. I love that. Oh, we got crossbowmen. We got some crossbowmen and some fiends. Looks like some Volgiers there. Okay, arrows have started flying. Looks like we got a initial test the waters cavalry situation going on. A skirmish of sorts. Square shield wall from Imperials in retreat. Always dangerous to remove your infantry back once they're in the front lines. No overcommitting of main forces. Very interesting, very interesting. Okay, we got a drive-by of sorts. Some light and gentle trades. Everyone's main forces being kept in reserve, it seems. J-Bro's getting a few kills here on these troops. Holding that square formation at the front. Got the line breakers behind. Very interesting, very interesting. Main forces are still being kept in reserve. Everyone's doing their best not to overcommit and make the appropriate trades. It's very interesting to see this force here standing in the position that they are. We got new battle participants arriving. Okay, so we've had a full reload. I believe this is where it who is it that's delaying the inevitable? This is a war we've really all been quite excited for, really. And these are the showdowns that we, as a server, all look extremely forward to. I definitely myself consider myself a spectator and admire the skill that goes into managing an army and the cohesion that goes into managing an army like this. These players really lock in when they go for it. So the fact that we have such a healthy community who's really striving to work together to bring everything to life and help each other get to this point where we can have these big, massive battles. I mean, we're all frenemies, I think is the term that I heard today. To see each other on the battlefield is a great joy for us all. The stakes are high, there's gear on the line, there's dinars on the line, everyone works hard for their dinars. If the clan loses their the battle, there's a war score, and so then they have to pay tribute to the opposing clan, alongside a loss of troops, a loss of items. It's really a high stakes endeavor when you consider the amount of effort that it takes to get these items. But they warm up for this. Wow, we have got one heck of a warm up to get into this game today. This is a very... Everyone's being very gentle with their approach to this. Moving our troops up into position here, we see. Got our... What is this? Couple of Imperials. Brave pixels. Fans in the back. Banner Knights. Everyone's trying to bait the enemy into a fight. Looks like we got a real vagabond out here now. Where's he going? Lost him. Skirmish out the side. Everyone's trying to find an opening. Alright, here we go. Looks like we got an initiation in place. This is where it starts, guys. This is where it starts. The generals are putting themselves out there. Usually the first general that goes down can decide the fate of the battle. So that's where the real high stakes are, is trying not to go down. Alright, arrows are loose. Positions have been... You've also got to be careful with those arrows though, you see. You don't want to loose too many arrows in the wrong place. There's no point throwing arrows into the sky and not landing. So we got a real nice strong infantry line here. This is the reality of a real war. You're trying to find purchase, but where can you find it? Are you really going to throw your men's lives away so easily in a proper battle? This is it. This is the duel. These are the duels that decide the fate of the battle. Can anyone get a lucky hit? Can anyone take out 50 points of damage off the opponent's life? Of the general of the opponent's life? Oh, got a mighty shield block. Here we go, team. Here we go. Looks like they're falling back for now. You know the stakes are high because everyone's holding back their full force. Would you do this if there was no stake? If the stakes weren't high? Is this how you would operate? I don't think so. This is real concern for your troops. Okay, that's a horse down. That's a horse down. It looks like that's a companion. It's the first purchase, first point of purchase right there. Okay, we got a cav scout going on, a scouting of the Ferris, I believe it is. Get a scope of this battle. Everyone's still trading on the front there, see? Currently it looks like there's 3 generals on Hellheim side and 2 on Royal and Khazar's side. There we go, that's a trade, a block. Oh, there's some, that was some damage. Spear throw. Jab throw, sorry. Alright, the battle's underway. This is it. See the skill that's going into this? They're moving their troops up. Royal and Khazars are moving their troops up. Incredible job staying alive from Hellheim just there. Okay. We've got a skirmish of cavalry from Hellheim. And we've got a formation of a front line of line breakers. A medley of troops. Okay, this is a battle here. Oh, Jarl's taking out a... I believe that's a cav unit. Okay, this is it. This is on. See, it's warming up. The engine's warmed up. It's a Fiend down. It's a big deal. Oh no, somehow the Fiend lived. Incredible. Everyone's just keeping it safe. Naga's gotten a kill on a unit. Looks like there's a rogue unit out the front there. Some trades still happening. Kev. Okay, this is pretty deep. This is a deep position to be in. So all the archers are firing and all the jabs are firing. Using up all that ammunition. Trying to bait out the ammunition. Looks like there's some shield bros / crossbowmen charging through on a charge. Not ideal for Royal to have these troops out here like this, but they'll be soaking up a lot of hits from the arrows, so it does have a value. It is a loss of troops, but the value that it would have cost Hellheim and arrows if they didn't hold fire would be quite immense. You got to think, if 50 troops, 60 troops are firing 1 arrow each at 4 units all the way up the line, it's a lot of arrows that aren't being used against an army. Shield wall over here still standing strong. Still got our strong shield wall of infantry here. It's quite a fearsome sight when you look at it like from this angle, isn't it? A small bunch of, well, not small, but just, okay, we're getting a regroup in 1 minute. J-Bro has taken out Jarl Flu, which means that there'll be a full charge going on with the troops of Jarl Flu. This is a big deal. Okay, J-Bro and Azamat are taking out a lot of troops right now. It'll be from the, I believe it's the Faris. So these Faris are in full charge right now. Battle is fully underway. This is a severe commitment of troops. Cav battle going on in the forest. Bear's getting some unit kills. J-Bro's getting some unit kills. Sladius is taking out J-Bro. Sladius is taking out J-Bro. Brizzer's taking out some companions. Sladius is taking out Brizzer. Sladius really went deep there at the last stages of that part of that fight. Brizzer's taking out a companion. Looks like they're doing an early engage this time. J-Bro's taking out a companion. Sladius is taking out J-Bro. That's heavy. That's for this early in the skirmish of the reset. It's a big deal. Looks like Flu's got control of his Faris and is going strong since the reset. Still pretty even in terms of troop count if you see there in the top. At this point, even though it's a small advantage, it's not enough to decide the fate of this battle. Bear's taking out a companion. Baiting out those. Oh look, they're on. That's a lot of fiends to be up against right now. As in, those fiends are very out of position. As in, that's a lot of loss. You got to think each of those troops is like 50k dinars. So every time one goes down, that's 50k, 50k, 50k. That adds up real quick. Okay, we got a defensive stand in the forest. in Kazar. Looks like a companion took out Azamat, which is... Looks like Lord of Shadows has taken out a companion, and a companion's taken out a companion. Shadows has taken out some units, that's good. Good to see it. Always sucks to go down to a companion, but I mean, these companions are geared very well. And the AI is actually quite good. Okay, so we got these units here that are in retreat. It's never good to have your shields facing away. Sometimes you have to do it. Shield wall, cav charge in the flank there. Alright, we got a melee brawl. This is the dirty part of the scrap. A full charge versus shield wall. How long can the shield wall hold while the fiends rain fire down? We got Vultures coming on, see? Once these Vultures hit the lines, it's going to be not a good time. Interesting choice to hold the Vultures back. These cav are doing some work. Let's see, the line breakers, the shock troops. The shock infantry is actually quite effective at holding back cav. Fiends are shooting from the forest. And the Banner Knights are keeping them, the Banner Knights and extra cav and the Varus are doing their job, distracting the slow moving units. Now they're pushing into this infantry line, it seems. A lot of cav going on here. Real heavy. Looks like Hellheim's really capitalizing on some of these on some of those early trades. Is that a final charge? No, I think it's a survival. Jarl Sladius has taken out Brizza. That means there'll be a whole section of units that are in full charge now. Looks like it's these cav. Okay, we got our reset. Whoa, that was a big round. That was a beefy round. That was a beefy round. So what do we got? A lot of Banner Knights, a lot of Varus. Good chunk of them, actually. Still got the Sturgian Spearmen. Not as many. A lot of Fiends. And then if we go over to Royal side, how's our compositions? Got a lot of Imperials, Legionnaires, and Fiends. We've got a lot of Legionaries. A lot of Legionaries. It appears we've got some heavy Crusade Lancers. An extraordinary troop for what they are. And I think there's a lot of value in that unit. It competes with some of the best and has been proven to be quite effective, especially behind skilled hands. So pretty brave. A brave situation to be in. That's a companion down by Hellheim. They've kept their army quite strong. Looks like they're preparing a flank. Keeping their formation strong. Not pushing into the forest. It looks like might be Brizza riding up here for a duel. Looks like they've thrown a jav. Any purchase? Alright, we got kings. There's a notorious Spartan helmet. Oh, the double block. That's savage. That could have been anyone's game if they didn't block that. That double block could have decided the they didn't double block that, they could have decided everything just then. You could imagine one block could decide the fate of a war. This really is the greatest thing. This game really is that amazing. And to experience it firsthand as well. To witness it is one thing, but to be experiencing it like they are right now, the rush, the thrill. I think that jab landed. A couple of jabs going. Oh, the darkness. Here we go. Oh, they're all. Oh my gosh. Trying to get that hit. Trying to. Oh, the arrows are flying. Arrows are flying. You have to block behind. See when you're in retreat too. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, oh, the rush, the thrill. The stakes are so high. Looks like Azamat's taking out Naga. That's huge. So we should see some troops rushing into position now. The Fiends are the first to charge. It's always the safest one to charge though. But it means all the other troops need to move into position. So they've made their initial skirmish, and now the war's about they're about to face an engagement. Their job now is to protect those Fiends who are now in autopilot. The Fiends will still do work, but it's going to take a lot of effort to protect them, which gives Royal a lot of advantage. They can choose how they respond to this, see? We've got many choices they could make. Should we go have a look and see what they're up to? Holding strong, holding position, holding their shield wall. I mean, why not? If you've got arrows raining down and you know that's all that's coming. Hold. Makes sense. If all the archers are going to do is stand there and shoot arrows, well, why waste your men's lives? Use the shield for what they're good for. So it looks like we'll have something of a stalemate unless Hellheim decides to do something else. Unless Hellheim decides to do a flank. Looks like we got a teasing of a flank. Teased a flank out of, tried to tease a flanking counter charge out of Royal. They've taken the bait. Keeping their cav nice and safe. Nice and safe. Way out of the danger zone. Everyone's keeping their shields up. Line breakers are well nice and tight behind those shields. Keeping their men alive. Keeping their men alive. Makes you think maybe those line breakers are too far forward. Maybe they need to be further back or something. They're taking a lot of hits from those arrows. Cavs is slowly marching up, the March of Doom. seems. It seems they want to entice a bit of fear. I would be afraid. Would you be afraid if you had this many cavalry standing in front of you? Oh, dismount. The dismount. This is a big play. This is a huge decision. Okay, they're using the cav as a shield and then forming a shield wall behind it. Pro play. This is a seriously big move. So they're going to use the horses as beef, essentially. Some horse beef. Looks like this horse here has taken a nibble on the snow grass. Okay. Moving up a flanking shield wall. How's those fiends going? Still firing away. Looks like they might be trying to form a double box, possibly, or a double shield wall. Who's to say? I think there's going to be a reset. Stalemate into a reset. Okay, we got a bit of an aggressive flanking maneuver coming out here from Royal and Khazar. Brizza's taking out a unit kill. Looks like they want to flank around the back. Looks like Kings wants to take out a few of these fiends. I think J-Bro might have taken out someone. I didn't catch the name though. Maybe. Maybe it was a companion. Not seeing any troops move, so looks like it was a companion. Azamat's gotten a lot of troop kills just there. J-Bro's getting some troop kills. Every time a troop goes down, it's dinars. The dinars start stacking up pretty quick. Every troop counts. Oh, the charge just before the reset. Whew. It's a big battle. This is massive. This is the real deal. This is everything you do. This is everything everyone's working away at trying to achieve, is to have these moments. Looks like everyone's moving into position aggressively on Hellheim's side. They want to get closer to the engagement. I see why. Because Royals retreating back into the forest, but now they're out of position with their infantry. Oh, this is not a good position to be in. This is not a good position to be in for Royal at all. This is a messy situation. That's a big battle. I see you. I see you, Thorkel. I see you. Shout out to Thorkel. Hey, you want to get a shout out? You gotta come join us on Bannerlords Online. Oceanic servers where we're at. Grindr says hello. That's hilarious, Grindr. If you don't know, Grindr's a dating app. And it's also how you get XP. Sanga says hello. We got a hello from Sanga. Everyone's putting in their 2 cents. We're really making it happen, server. We're really making it happen. Alright, so Kings is coming in here with some mighty swipes. J-Bro's taking out some troops. Alright, that's another troop down. That's pretty big. It's a Falksman too. Oh, Brizza takes another one out. Carving a path through the enemy units. Got a counter charge going from... looks like that may be Bear, perhaps. Or Yao flew. Azamat's taken out a troop. These are some of the greatest players in our server at the moment. And definitely the most famous. Should we do a quick see who's on? Got J-Bro, Yao Sladius, Yao Flu, Kings, Azamat the Butcher, Lord of Shadows, Naga the Prophet, Johnny the Monkey, Bear, and Brizzer. Making history on the Oceanic server today. Naga the Prophet gets another unit kill. Bear gets a unit kill. We're engaged now. This is the melee's charging in. Everyone's getting sweaty. Johnny the Monkey gets a companion kill. They've tried to force a melee engage and see if there'd be a big countered cav charge, but it's just held the line and taken advantage of the opportunity. We'll get our companion merchant there, Jelly. You need to get some good cheap merchants. That's how you get them off. He's our server companion merchant. You know, good prices on companions. Jelly's the man to go to. We got a good outnumbering. The legionnaires have taken out the Falksmen. That's a big deal. Cav are playing it safe still. Looks like Hellheim really want this victory. They're fighting tooth and nail for every troop count kill at this point. Oh, companion down. A lot of companions going down. Looks like there's going to be an infantry scrap going on here. Oh, backed up by a cavalry charge. No mercy. No mercy at all. They weren't going to let that fight drag on. It's like Kazar's trying to use the... Oh, that's actually a serious countered blow. To charge in and take out all those fiends while everyone's distracted. That's a credible use of cavalry. Every fiend you take out in these fights is worth the battle. It's just every fiend is an absolute. Kings has taken out a companion. Holding their cavalry in formation, keeping it steady, not throwing away any troops' lives. This is as good as it gets. Yo, Blue is taking out J, bro. Just before the reset. That's hectic. Alright, what do we got? A lot of line breakers, and we got heavy Khazate Lancers, Volks, only a few Fiends. This is an interesting lineup. Not many Fiends. Not many Fiends means you don't have the position of the luxury of being able to force an engagement out of the enemy. So where is the enemy of Royal, of Hellheim, of whatever I'm saying? Where is the enemy of the enemy? Bear's taking out some troop kills. Looks like the formation just got absolutely shell-shocked. This was a quick engage, this one. This came out of nowhere. This took me by surprise. I'm not even sure what commentary I can give. There's a lot of death occurring. A lot of troops are going down really quickly. But they've still held a shield wall here, you see? Still got a shield wall, and we've made a circle of cav. This is a very interesting decision. I haven't seen this one before. But it holds a very wide line, I suppose, for the cavalry scraps. Heim's got a lot of Fiends on the market right now. It's a long line of absolute firepower. Oh, but those line breakers are coming and cleaning up the Fiends. Oh, that is filthy. That is some filthy work by the line breakers. Absolutely destroying the Fiends. That would have been at least 10 Fiends, 5 to 10 Fiends just out of the market right there. That's a lot of damage. And it's a long-term effect too, because when the round restarts, that's 5 to 10 less firepower. Cav is charging in a little bit. Got a bit of a soft engage here, backed up by companions and probably players. Banner Knights holding a position, waiting to unleash when the time is right. It's like the brawl, the square formation has hidden oh wow! Okay, so that's what that plan was. So they've put a circle of cav and put the square formation inside the circle of cav to absolutely stop all the cav from and they get trapped. This is a very, very exceptional strategy. This is incredible work. Wow. You've got to appreciate the intelligence that went into that formation. And Heim's taking a lot of hits on this exchange too. Broken into an absolutely mental melee. Reforming the lines, it seems. Okay. The devastation. And the reset. And we're getting close to the end. We're past halfway. Looks like it's a full charge straight from the get-go at this point. From Hellheim. They want to close in on this victory at this point. Royal's got a pretty reasonable stack of Fiends, but when you're sending in this much cav this quickly, they've pocketed their Fiends right inside that square. They're just trying to preserve their troops at this point. Got that circle up again. infantry, a mesh of infantry crashed into by the Banner Knights. One Banner Knight stuck inside this horrid square of doom. Looks like they're going to try and repeat that strategy and pull the square inside that. Oh no. It's broken into a full charge. Someone went down. I didn't catch it, but someone's gone down. They're charging that wall there. That wall of fiends. The dust is everywhere. The cav comes in, sandwiches that infantry in a horrible double pincer move. The circle formation still standing as it is. The Banner Knights are slowly picking apart the heavy lancers. Fiends have formed a line. Got a square of Falksmen and line breakers. The Sturgian spearmen and axemen are going straight for the jugular of the fiends, tearing them apart. This is the fiend's worst nightmare. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. 50k. 50k. That would have been, that's 300k dinars right there, just gone. Just gone. Obliterated. Still, we got a mighty warrior out here. Unrelenting. Still fighting his heart out. This is what you call a real warrior. In the face of certain and impending doom, still battling with every ounce of skill. The mighty Brizzer. And kings. All great warriors. Looks like we got a straight charge going on. The flank of this cavalry maneuver. Naga's taking out kings. The shield square is holding for now. Fiends are in a square formation, trying to pick off as many as possible. Brizzer's taking out troops. Banner Knights coming in strong. An absolute nightmare of a line of fiends. You see how strong a line of fiends is towards the end? This much arrow firepower at this stage of the battle is absolutely destructive. And this square is just holding all of that at bay, taking all of that firepower. These Banner Knights have closed in and taken out all of the last of the cav. Jarl Flu's taken out Brizzer. Not even entirely sure what we're looking at here. Oh, there's fiends. Is that fiends in there? Oh no. Look at that fiend there. Wait, whoa. bloodbath on the blood-soaked snow. Looks like Hellheim's come back with a vengeance in this fight. All fury. Brizza's taking out Bear. That's a big deal at this stage of the fight. You gotta admit. Look at him go. Look at him go. What a hero. This is the kind of valiant hero you'd want on your team. It's the heart of a person. Are they willing to persevere? Can they go their distance? It's not how hard you get hit, it's how hard you get hit and keep moving forward, says Rocky. It's how winning's done. Can you go past your limitations and become the greatest you can? And how can you know what your greatest is until you get past it? The greatness that you are right now. Look at this. Look at this. Jed's going wild. A valiant square of Britannian fiends. Just firing whatever they can. Shadows is taking out something. Johnny's taking out Sladius. Oh mighty. That's so many hits. That's so many hits. That's huge. Look how outnumbered they are right now. Naga's taking out didn't catch the name. I think it might have been J-Bro, but I don't want to get it wrong, so Naga's taking out Brizza. That's a good response. It's a good response. We're in absolute decimation. This is the state of decimation. The reality of war. Looks like they've decided to save their losses. An honourable fight with great skill, great courage, great tenacity to endure for as long as they have. And I truly congratulate everyone who fought. So, just want to say, if you enjoyed this, please support our server, Oceanic, Bannerlords Online. I congratulate all the people who fought today, and I think everyone on the server should congratulate them too for the show. And please post around the internet, help our server come to life, and please share on Reddit, like and subscribe, please. And I wish everyone well. And that's it, folks. Take care, everyone. Live long and prosper.